going back to our old classic stage band setup. Love to see it. Love to see it. And I've been playing so long, I remember when that bottom map on the, or bottom stage on the left side of the screen was still legal in teams. Me and my teammate would take people there all the time. We never lost, or we never won a single one of those counter picks, but we kept doing it because it was silly and funny. And there was a barrel. It was cool, man. It's a darn shame that the map is actually not good at all and incredibly imbalanced, but it was fun while it lasted. I think the last year we had it in teams was maybe like 2014. So I definitely played it I played there at Jab 3, which I'm pretty sure was a 2014 tournament. Maybe it was 2013, but I think it was 2014. The timeline is nutty. I will say there's a way to know for sure when that tournament was. It was, I think, the week after To Pimp a Butterfly was released. So music heads will immediately know when that set was played. I forgot when it was released, so yeah. Anyway, less rambling. We're getting it. Grand Finals. Glorious Bloomington, Indiana. Kilroy Volume 9. Right away, we see blue team doing that wall. You know what it's all about. Red team having basically none of this wall, saying, yeah, we're two unstoppable forces here, and you are no immovable object. Oh yeah. Drephen is now the one kind of getting caught up in the cake mix. And to him, the first kill is inflicted upon. Very different from some of the games we saw in the past. And he fires right back, though. He says, "You're Peach. I know how to kill you, dude. I had to play against Hanky Panky for so many friggin' years." And stop him from getting his paid-for Cane's chicken. You know, he knows how to kill Peach. Oh. Awesome little reverse laser to get that back air just where he needed it. Okay, yeah. Meteor smashes abound when it comes to fighting these ices and teams. Boyd understands that it's one of his better options. Slam him down, you might even get a jab reset off of it. That's a grab. You know, he does it right there. Seeing how these ices are able to play in teams is truly an interesting experience. They have to do the full toolkit. You know, from the outside, it does just look like they're randomly down smashing, the randomly spamming move. I assure you, man, Boyd is not doing that. If you do that, you just die instantly, especially if you are against Peach and Fox. These are experts at making your life a living hell as ice climbers. Coffee's trying, as you can see, but Drephen's right there. He's ready. He says, okay, can't get the strong hit. But yeah, both of the stock tanks for these teams doing their job. One of them is a much better traditional stock tank, though. Ooh, no, Blue! He should not have punished that, and he gave Drephen basically a kill setup, which, interesting. Boyd making it back, but frankly, yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be doing as Sopo. You know, we had mentioned against different teams he was able to kind of get in the mix, but it would really seem like he's having a big issue with that against Coffee and Blue. They're just a little more on it. Blue with cross-up nair, just saying, like, I can restrict your space, I can prevent you from saving your teammate. Yeah, now the matchup's a lot more fair, but blue team really isn't getting the cheeky kill off the side from Drephen. I was about to say they weren't really getting their stuff started, but I'm wrong. And wow, grab up smash, insta. Indiana team giving themselves a knowing smile. Just how we drew it up. All right. Boyd trapped on that lip. I don't know why he thinks that lip is a good place for him to be. It's not. I mean, granted, on this transformation, there really isn't a good place for ICs to be, but man, you really want to be wedged. Like, I know there's basically no hope, but that lip is just murder. He could not get away from it. So, set one, our boys from losers bracket are making it look pretty okay. But there are many, many games to go. A whole set can be played before Drephen and Boyd need to actually lock in. So, are they toying with them, or is this actually we need to buckle back down? Because it hasn't been that long since we played winners finals. Okay, some strategy getting worked out here over with Blue and Coffee. All right, we're going to Final Destination. Interesting pick. I think, you know, this was for the Icy's sake. You can say that definitively. Drephen likes his plats, but I think what's more important and what's being demonstrated by Drephen is that really he just wants his space and his spacing. And I feel like he might think FD is good enough for him to set up that spacing. It's okay that there's no plats, as long as I still get to put up my zone. Yeah, but red team, I mean, this is literally a red team. I would expect it to be almost a red team counter pick. I mean, other than Icy's, Peach and Fox, they're perfectly fine with this, especially given team comps. You know, Fox Icy's, I mean, that's not the greatest matchup on FD, but it's not like it is in Icy's favor. It's still a good Fox matchup. Oh no, Drephen getting off ledge, trying to fend it off, but he ends up just making it so Blue can get back. Okay. Kind of gets, okay. Yeah, Blue was waiting around just kind of like a turkey ready to be cooked. Just needed to find an oven, and eventually, yeah. Same thing with Blue, gets slapped out. This is working, well, about to say, stocks were in the lead. Now Blue team is actually down. Soon to be a Nana and a whole character. Nope, just the Nana. And we saw Boyd can do some stuff without Nana. A lot of it is dash attacks, down smashes, back airs, forward airs. That's kind of, that's the Sopo bread and butter that he's looking at. Awesome ledge cancel fair from Boyd. That was interesting. Oh, down smash city. Okay. Peach does make it back. Drephen missing his edge guard on that one. Allows Coffee to sneak right over. Boyd not long for this world. Blue got the grounded hit he wanted, but wasn't able to follow up. Nana doing a taunt. You love to see it. Blue team and red team are both tied, but red team does have Coffee with the higher percent. Although, that's a dead Nana. There's so many different ways Nana can convince Fox to kill her. Yep, high fair is gonna have that reaction almost every time. But Popo, it should be noted to both players. Oh, never mind. I was about to say Popo was at a percent where he could still CC some things. That's not the case. It's Drephen against the red team. Crazy grab range. Yep, Drephen knew only chance was air dodging. Blue did not follow up in the quote-unquote optimal way, but still kind of followed up, and yeah. Wow, look at that! Just almost instantly, as soon as he sees a little sliver for him to get back, he already knows the route. Excellent job by Drephen, but it's probably not going to be enough. He switches to Zelda, he tries to recover, he gets slapped. Up smash? No, he's making it all the way to the other side, and he's going to transform and then get shine spiked, but then he's going to make it back to get up smashed, baby. Drephen leading them on a wild goose chase. Making it pretty intense for those moments right there. I mean, that recovery he did on the left side was just a real lifesaver. All right, we are at a completely different stage now. There are no zones to be set up necessarily. I think this is, there are plats though. There are plats and there are places for Drephen to be a little hermit crab under, and I think that might be what is being pursued here. Or it could be another pick motivated by Ice Climbers, because frankly, they are the more variable character when it comes to stage preference. And it's working out decently well for them so far. I mean, they do have the, well, they don't have the lead, but it's very close. Uh-oh. Popo on the right side, over to the left now. Blue goes down. Blue goes down, making blue team, ironically, in the lead. Oh, reverse fair. Reverse fair to needle turnaround bear. Oh, accidentally grabs the teammate, but does save him because both of them are put into grab invincibility. So interesting scenario right there. Yep, Drephen successfully playing to combo blue and around Coffee. Awkward little situation there. Blue team still maintaining the lead, at least as this for the moment. Red team's not giving up, obviously, but Blue is finding himself in a lot of mixes that he does not necessarily want to be in. He is the character here who wants to get part of that micro game started, but it's, you know, they're not all equal, and he just set up his own teammate for a kill off the top. Coffee would not have been in that situation had that nair not hit him. It's a small mistake, but in those scenarios, that's enough to kill your stock tank. Drephen going for a cheeky recovery, and he gimps Coffee in the process? Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's dominant by blue team. So with that in mind, you have to ask the question, is red team going to think, okay, less space seems to not be what we're jiving with? Are they going to try to max out the space? Are we just going straight to Dreamland? Because I don't think that would be a terrible idea. You can effectively 1v1 the different characters. You know, Fox, Sheik, Peach, Ices. And if you keep it that way, you will have the advantage there. I think the big issue is that they need to overcome teamwork again. Okay. Immediate Coffee out of the gate. They're back on, or I don't know if they started on Battlefield or not, but they are on Battlefield. I think they might have. Drephen's chopping it up a little too much. He hits his teammate a lot, and it allows Void to just kind of go off into the void. Okay. Down smash gets started, but Coffee cannot go any further because there is a Drephen on the other side of the stage. Gets broken up. Hits Drephen off again, making it awkward. He wanted to do a nair out of shield there. That was not an intentional shield grab, but such things happen when you're trying to play that kind of close. Okay. Gets the pickup on Drephen and does also get a smash attack out. Blue team gets both their stocks taken, and red team solidifies a stock lead. Gotta make it last, though. Gotta make it last. Coffee has to be the guy for Blue. When Blue's in trouble, and Blue can't be doing that. So close to each other. You really cannot be doing that. And recovering at that angle, like Drephen has demonstrated, he's more than willing and ready. Oh, classic stuff happening here when it comes to just down smash, down smash, down smash, spot dodge, down smash. I mean, that's kind of blue team's thing. Right there, they set up for a little down smash kind of combo. They wanted to get those softer hits to send Fox popping back up for sure, or a stronger hit sending them back towards another down smash. Coffee there to get Drephen off the ledge, saying, no, 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 that's Blue's, it's his. Popo up high, he's gonna make it back, and he's gonna basically get back on for free, sending Blue to the other side to get carried off once more. It's rough stuff out here. But blue team in the driver's seat once more. Just like the previous game, they just kind of seem to have wrested the momentum and kind of just their heads away from the red team. While red team's being caught in techs, blue team they're on the plats, they're setting up. Yeah, no, come on, man. I expected better from Blue. He knows that Void was waiting. He should know. And Boyd kills his own partner, but also just goes ahead and picks up blue. Coffee left to do it alone. Is this going to go to a second set? Is there a way Coffee can do this? He's pulling a turnip. He's getting a down smash. Doesn't get a big punish on it. I mean, yeah. Coffee was trying to thread needles there, not literal ones. Although, knowing Drephen, the next game will certainly have some in store for him regardless. Failure to do so cost him that set, but honestly, very hard thing to overcome. And there were a few times in there where Blue was really setting up Coffee for failure, and in at least one case, just up smashing him. You know, in singles, you really just need to keep your eye on the only other person on stage. In doubles, it gets multiplied, it gets hard. Oof, yeah, Coffee doing a bait there. All right, has Drephen off, can't really finish him. Drephen saying, yeah, I know you're just gonna wait and shield for me to do something. F smash, not sure if it was intentional or not, but ends up working out. Blue there to save him. Not quite. Oh, we had an advancing Fox player. We have a dead Nana now. Okay. Wow, laser land into up smash. It looks like Red Team is saying, like, no, we want that second set. We don't want to stop playing. We want Ben to be late for his pools. We want him to keep commentating. We enjoy his dulcet tones. That's what they're probably saying. Wow, quick combo from the blue team, sending Coffee out and away and tying it up, saying, no. We're ending it right here. We have sets we want to play. We want to get warmed up. So it's time, baby. All right. This is going to be a big decider. Are we going to get the set two? It's been a slobber knocker all game, man. They are just running into each other. That should be a dead Sheik, but it's not. That should be a dead blue team in general, but let's see. Okay, goes out there and intercepts. Laser lands on top plat, swaggin', and knew the destination of Drephen. Oh, we're trading down smashes, but if you're trading down smashes, you gotta be careful. Oh, wow. Amazing shield by Coffee, avoiding his teammates' aggression and allowing Blue to just kill Sheik. Not having that aerial drift makes it pretty darn hard for Sheik to avoid getting hit by the Fox aerial once off stage. I mean, it's rough stuff. Ooh, building it up on Coffee. Is there a way they could maybe sneak in a Coffee stock here? It's not looking like it, and Blue is looking pretty darn solid when it comes to the regimen, what he's up to. He's been taking out Boyd with maximum efficiency. I think we're getting another set here, folks. Boom. I don't think that's enough, though. Drephen CCing and dying to that interaction. Good shine spike. And yeah, there's not a lot that can happen here. Yep, he's done. All right, Team Indiana fist pumps each other. They're going on to that second set, and I'm gonna be more late to my pools match than before. Hell yeah. But it's all cool, cause I'll be Congo Jungle flash for a minute. Cause I'll be honest with you, I didn't even plan on coming here, but I was heard that they might need somebody to commentate dubs, and I do love me some dubs. And even though I got caught behind a church fan, I don't live very far away, so I said, hey, let's go do it. So if I gotta be on here and miss my pools entirely, it is what it is, folks. Love of the game. Matchup is kind of a 2v3 if you think about it. I don't know, man, like, if you play some Ices, you're gonna find out real quick, Nana's definitely not even half a person. Gotta revise that math. Oh man, and just like that, Nana's gone. First stock. and not even 10 seconds in, we had a dead Nana. And we have Boyd basically saying, I'm going to play the mix-up game of wave dashing around and down smashing. And he does, in fact, end up finding a route to kill Blue with it, which is pretty impressive. Though I must say, it's still, you know, within, no one's taken a real advantage yet, I guess is what I'm attempting to get at. We do have a slight lead by Blue team, but just like that, it's more or less gone. If they can get Nana killed really quickly, then that's just icing on the cake. Both climbers caught up in the mix of a down smash. Okay, got a grab. Ridiculous spot dodge into wave shine up smash. Wave shining the ice climbers and up smashing Drephen. Just kind of seeing past. But caught there on the lip. You hate to see the lip. Alright, doing some platform ice blocks. And what we're seeing here. Yeah, Boyd placing himself down in the pit, which, yeah, there's not a good place for Ices to be on this stage, but at least in the pit, you do kind of have some cheese you might can go for. You can tech off the wall. That's pretty good. Blue team is seemingly just trying to stall out. But the issue with Blue team's composition is that they don't have a way to protect themselves from stalling out. And that is kind of the issue. Like, you had Boyd ledge camping, but like, what is an Icy's ledge camping gonna do? Oh, wow. Grabbing coffee right out of the turnip throw. Right, Drephen trying to get something started. He said, I know how to kill Peach. It's easily done. I just need to find a way to get there. Boyd's taking care of Blue. They target switch, and the target switch fails terribly. But it kind of ends up working, only because Blue is now down a stock. And nice, awesome. Blue bringing it all the way back for Red Team, giving them a stock lead for, I believe, the first time in this game. I mean, the first time in the second set. Oh no. Okay, it's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Great empty hop. Terrible standing laser. Okay. Yeah, good recognition. Boyd thought he could get back for free. Horrible mistake. That is some good recognition, good reactions. Okay. The windmill kind of screwed him up a little bit. Okay, yeah. Drephen's coming down with down airs. That's desperation. That move does not really have much disjoint below it. You do it for combos, or you do it because you just want to get down. All right. So, Red Team is carrying this momentum into their second set. How much longer should we expect? Are they? Is Blue Team going to rally? Are we going to go to Game 5? Because right now, all the momentum is just all red. It's all red, baby. You know, Boyd's already down a stock. And once again, we're not even 15 seconds in when that happened. Or more or less 15 seconds. Get up attack, taking care of Blue Team, forcing them to stay where they are so they can get buttons pressed on them. They cannot press buttons themselves, apparently, though. That was a big misplay, what happened right there, and I don't know why Blue thought that was a decent idea, but it was not. It was just kind of confusing to me. I do like the idea of trying to down tilt, but yeah, Icy's beat that basically by going for his short hop fair, and yeah, ends up proving pretty fruitful. Okay, Red Team, they're still maintaining a lead, though. They're still kind of fighting their way through the madness and around it. So we'll see what happens. Peach with the ledge. Oh, stolen, but not finished. Yeah. Blue is playing like a guy who has no game plan. And honestly, that's kind of hype to see. But yeah, you can't just be killing your teammate like that. Even if you have a decent lead, which they do, you gotta know, man, you're fighting against people who can absolutely make that disappear. Although, speaking of disappearing, jeez Louise. Yeah, red team, even with Boyd doing that double down smash, you know, the escalator, that's it's still going to be pretty darn rough for blue team. Drephen's trying to allow Boyd to get back, and yeah, both climbers are alive. Last stock for both blue team, though. Okay, red's just letting him, or blue's just letting him rip. And yeah, it's yeah. If you've noticed, when Boyd is put in a position where he's getting 2v1'd and his Nana dies, he just kind of realizes that that's all she wrote. You can't really mount the comeback like that. Maintain your momentum if you still have sets. Yeah, it's been tough for Team Ohio, which is interesting because, like, they had a not terrible time getting to winners finals. They, you know, conquered quite a few different teams, including a team that had beaten this team with the same team composition as Blue and Coffee have. It's just the players are a little different. Maybe the strategy's a little more refined. It's hard to say. All right, we're getting some back throwing action from Popo. He's trying to say, I'm here too. I'm doing stuff. Yep, that's what might have been perceived as lazy. If you check the angles, that actually covered a hell of a lot more than you think it does. That, you know, standing there to F smash, but it doesn't work out well for Boyd. He does go down. Is this gonna be our last game? Are we getting the 3-0 basically? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, that's a dead Nana. And then over on the other side, really Drephen wasn't getting the same mileage fighting Coffee that Blue was getting fighting Boyd, but then again, Boyd's stock didn't get taken. Ooh, tiny little ballerina move to help his teammate, and oh god, the silly string actually ended up working out. You know, it's weird when that happens. Yeah. Okay, Blue mixing it up, getting Dreph off stage, and then immediately going into the forward smash that Boyd had set up right above him, knowing that was going to happen. That was an intentional thing by Boyd. If Ices are on plats, they are planning something, because that is usually not where they're, like, indigenous to. You don't find them up there a lot. They've got something cooking if that's the case. Oh, Drephen missing his slap and then getting shine spiked for it. Not once, but twice, but managing to make it back. And getting Blue for good measure, solidifying a lead here in the second set. Retaking a lead that they had lost back in game 1 of this set. You know, can they continue to solidify it is the question that would be relevant to this conversation. Because you don't just have to maintain it through this game. You got to maintain it through 2 more, and you got to make sure that they don't turn it around on you, assuming that's all she wrote for this one. You know, Blue does go down. Clear stock leads have been established here. Crazy things can happen, though. Boyd is in a difficult position. Yes, yes, yes. So is Dreph. No! No! No, and you can tell they didn't mean to do it. Oh, no. Yeah, this is probably it for Blue. Yeah. Okay. Ohio's clawing themselves back. They are taking it slowly back. And we're just here, massive chilling out. Here could be grand finals of the tournament. I believe this is the only stream. We are just getting started in pools. So after grand finals, you're gonna start seeing some pool matches. But yeah, as cool as Kilroy is, and it always is cool, it is a regional. And yeah, there's gonna be one stream. Okay. Red team back at it. Something fierce. Blue's cleaning up Boyd. Coffee is contesting Dref. And a little bit of failed teamwork there. Taking care of Nana. Taking care of Boyd. Okay, sneaks his way back on and manages to even get a trade. Nice. Whenever I'm talking about Boyd, I don't know why, but I start to have this really soft voice. It's like Boyd Geographic. And here we see the Ice Climbers, a rarely seen character within the team's meta of Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. And with good reason, as they are here. Yeah, poor Boyd, he's really not having it go his way this game in particular. He's done a really impressive job, basically this whole tournament, of keeping Ices up to the pace of everybody else. Because yeah, Teams Ices is a rough stuff. You're managing. Everybody else is only managing 3 other players, but you also still have to manage your, number 2. So you're just managing more than almost everybody there. And it's pretty easy for things to run away from you. Like, having Nana be on the other side of the stage and you just kind of being like, oh, hope her CPU takes care of her, and then she doesn't. All right. Red team is looking like they want this to be the end. They want me to actually play my pool sets. They're saying like, no, dog, we got you. You're not gonna have the automatic excuse for being entered in amateurs. We're gonna make you lose. I appreciate it. I came here to lose. Hell yeah. Oh, wow. Boy getting a grab and sinks it up, but ends up hitting his teammate too, and Blue gets battlefielded, so it kind of works out. So Blue team actually ends up kind of in the lead, and Boyd with an awesome setup with the side B to meteor cancel. And for some reason, I just saw Nana do a PC drop all on her own, and that's just really weird, dog. I didn't know she knew about that. I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Things are tricky for Coffee. He's so close to just being done, and Drephen picking up a grab there is insane, and Blue kills Coffee. We had a massive oh from the audience. I mean, it's not the first time that's happened, but doing a dash attack there is so risky. Yeah, I mean, on Boyd it's one thing, but Drephen is still 35% is nothing, man. He's got to kill Boyd, and then he has to find out a way, to not get hit by Drephen in a tech chase, which is going to be really hard, and he does avoid the needles, but he does not get back to the stage. It's Game 5, baby. I was so wrong. I keep being so wrong. The count for set 1, I think, was... God, was it like 1-3? It might have been 2-3, but I do remember at the end being very confident in Red Team's ability. I apologize if I do not remember. Yeah, no, we got Game 5, Set 2. 3-2 for Coffee, Blue set 1. Okay, cool. So this is Game 10 is basically what we're at. We're at Game 10, and if Coffee and Blue win this, they went through like a 6-set losers winning spree. Which is, what? Crazy. I mean, that just goes to show, myself and Drake were talking about it earlier on the mic, such a deep selection of players we have today, and it extends all the way into teams. Nice drill, reset, and Red Team's cleaning it up. Coming out the gate, stock leads. All right. Opening up on this Game 10. Red with an early advantage, awesome short in there to preserve himself. He predicts where Drephen is going, which also happened to be where his teammate was going, and oh my goodness, the crowd is hyped for that one, baby. Oh. You love those platform combos with the Fox, using their forward air to extend that combo past any reasonable point where it should be going. Ooh, going for the ledge, basically ledge mix-up. Coffee gets back on, and Blue reverses Drephen, saying, this is ours. Welcome to Indiana. come to our home court. You know what it means to be in the basketball state, because you will get dunked on. I don't know why we're in the basketball state. I'm going to keep it 100%. All right. Blue doing a really good job of kind of avoiding some of these really killer scenarios Drephen wants. Ooh, DI's away, but Drephen, great recognition. And then he immediately charges a forward smash and throws it all away. Okay, Boyd grabbing his teammate, telling him he loves him. And yet, it's really disintegrating for blue team. Like, Boyd's resorting to just doing these descending down airs, which, like, that move has set knockback, and it's not high. You are going to have it CC'd constantly. Boyd gets the grab, and then he just hard reads in a place he thought was going to be safe from Peach, but it's not. Ooh, it's really falling apart here. Okay, Drephen securing it up on blue. He's bringing blue back to parity with blue team. But you got Coffee there, and Coffee, every time you fail to edge guard him, he's gonna hit you with a nair or a bear, and he's gonna make that stock way less tenable, and then he's gonna kill Boyd. And now we're 2v1ing. We're 2v1ing, and it's over. Congratulations to hometown, or not hometown, but home state heroes, Coffee and Blue. Winners of doubles for Kilroy Volume 9 here in Bloomington, Indiana. What a wonderful teams bracket we had. I gotta go play my actual pools matches, but it was wonderful being up here with all of you fantastic folks watching. And stay tuned. There's gonna be some cool singles action happening, and with such a close, comparable skill level wise upper echelon here, there's going to be interesting. So I'll see you.